haven't gone on a ride in 3 days. Was trying to work on both my fixed gears, single speeds, but both are having problems. One, I just need to change the cranks. The other, I may or may not have to retire because I took out the cranks, since they're one-piece cranks, the one I've been riding, and my 26-inch Mongoose BMX that I've been riding fixed for a couple years. I'm not sure if the part is removable or not, but I noticed it broke, like where it's on the chainring side. Normally one-piece cranks sometimes have the cups, this one doesn't. Or if it does, it might be welded in or something. I don't know. I can't tell. They don't look removable, at least. So that kind of sucks. So I'm riding the Diamondback today. I know the reason I'm glad it was given to me. Otherwise, I'd be skating or walking. Wasn't going on a morning ride, but then it started raining. But then it stopped like 2 hours ago. Oh, that's cool. Decided to eat before I left because I started to get hungry. Gonna ride across the bridge. Haven't done that in a while, in like a year. I hate this intersection. Should probably stop using it, but it's convenient. I just have to go straight down my street to get to it. Huh. I don't know what that was about. That lady, don't know if I got him a shot. If I turn around enough. I don't think I pivoted my body. I think it was just my head. So she was yelling at me, saying something about something a week ago when I was halfway through the intersection, so that made no sense. Not sure why she didn't say it when I was right next to her, but whatever. No harm, no foul. Just random, because I have no idea who she is. That happens to me sometimes. And usually people walking. Not sure why it's taking so long. It's probably because they had to redo the entire frame for the new back door. But they started on Wednesday, and then the security door was up, but for whatever reason they took it down before they left yesterday. So I was wondering if my dad asked them to flip it around, because for whatever reason, not a big deal, but they installed it with the knob facing the opposite side. So you have to open the door, you're going from the inside outside, open the back door towards you, then the knob will be on the left instead of the right. So I guess I'll see you later. Not too inconvenient, just kind of weird because our front security door is set up going the same direction as the front door, with the knobs both on the left side. So it's just weird. Not huge, like I said, but odd. Looks kind of weird. Mostly. I was gonna put pants on. Kind of regret it. Wasn't sure how hot it was or cold it was. But it had been, well, when the rain first stopped, it was a bit sunnier. One of those post-rain sunny times. So that's why I didn't change into pants. But now, since I was like 2 hours to go, give or take, it's kind of died down. It was brighter when I left, so it's even died down since I left. Oh well. The only bothersome part is right here, going along the water before and on the bridge and right after. Otherwise it's not that bad, just that water chill together separately. That was weird. It's actually been doing long videos and then it randomly just cut off wherever that was. 30 minutes maybe. It was like 25, around 25 the last time I checked, like 10 minutes ago, so maybe 35 minutes. But anywho, sometimes I go to that little box, even if I don't go across the bridge. There's another way to get there at that intersection where I went the wrong way on purpose. Okay. There's the poop bag box. So if I don't have any, sometimes I'll go there to grab them. A few. Didn't really time that well. I almost got hit by a car. Luckily, switched gears and I was able to not die. Just thought I had a little bit more time with the green light. I have not pedaled since I got on the street. And if I did, it was like right before the little turn I made. Can't remember. Most of it's just been coasting. It's not really downhill, but got a little traction after I went across the intersection. I like going down the street because it is the other side of the street I live on, but I also just like it because obviously it's worse than my side of the street when it comes to the damage of the road, which isn't fun on 700C tires sometimes. Not a fun gear to pedal from a stop at, apparently. I barely even stopped. I was putting that gear because it felt like it was a more straight away gear. Oh, I'm almost home. Guess I'm gonna be riding this bike for a bit till I can get some new cranks for the crew. Nah, I found my keys. Don't remember where I put them. Very awkward. Look at that little tip. Husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend. Team doing the door placement. And the dude left. I don't know, coming up the street without the lady. That's enough. For a few minutes. It's rained quite a bit since Tuesday night. I was kind of surprised, but it's also good because it hasn't happened the last few years, and it's good because obviously the water helps nature, but also there's a lot of wildfires, unfortunately, because it still has been 80 plus in some places in California. So there is the niceness of helping the fire department. There was 2 fires last week near me. One may have been arson. I didn't read the whole article, just saw the headline. It was behind the high school in American Canyon. The other one, I'm not sure. It was behind the food max, deeper in the town, past my house. At a apartment complex. Looked pretty gruesome from the pictures I did see from that. The one behind the grocery store. I think if I remember correctly, from what I did read, I think everyone got out okay. Thankfully. But I may be wrong. don't think anything too severe, but I don't recall. So that one looked a little bit hectic since it was a building, and it went through one of the walls. So it looked kind of crazy being able to see inside from outside type deal. I think I messed up the gears on this somehow yesterday. I was trying to see if I could use my wheel, my flip-flop wheel for the other bike, the 700C. It fit, but obviously, just as I suspected, it was too big, so the derailleur sometimes would hit depending on what gear I put it in to see how it would go. As well, since it had a fixed gear dog, obviously there was too much excess with the gear with the mountain bike chain. I just wanted to save. I had nothing better to do. I was kind of bored, so you know. But I was also trying to see if I could change the handlebars. I had to change the stem because the bars I want to use are slightly too thick. But in doing that, I learned that the brake levers and the gear shifting levers, they're connected. So it's cool. So just one mechanism. I just had, so that made it slightly easier. I just had to find where the Allen key went, where the head was to the bolt, and then they, since they're one unit, they just came off together. So that was nice. Thank you. I'm glad I put that bell on. Slightly too thick for my other handlebars. Well, on my mongoose at least. I have a couple more I want to try it on, but it was slightly too loose. But since I have the grip on one side and then the shifter on the other, it kind of makes up for that. And I think I found, if memory serves, when I put on this bike, a different size on the inside. I think it with two different size spacers, so you got certain dimensions. You try it, and then it would clamp down with the little thingy inside. I think, I could be wrong, could be thinking about something else. I have a few things that have that set up, so I might be talking out of my butt. Haven't been here in a while. A month or two, maybe 3, maybe 4, not that far. It's like 21 minutes to get here. It says Google Maps. Don't know actually. Well, it says 15, so maybe not. Give or take a minute or two. I forgot when. I think I waited like 2 to 3 minutes, 1 to 3 minutes to start recording, something like that. Forget. I like going down here, even though I always forget, because There's a lot of people that come in and out on bikes, whether they live here or they're like me, they're just using it as part of their route, or maybe both. So there's a lot of people on bikes, so most people are pretty decent with me, even though it's the same in Vallejo where I live. People get so frustrated even though I'm not doing anything personally, except for like I did a little bit ago. I think I did it after I turned the camera on. I purposely went the wrong way. Oh yeah, right when I was heading to the walkway to the bridge. But that was just because it was a few seconds, and sometimes that intersection right there can get a little hairy. So I make little exceptions like that if I'm just gonna go a few feet, give or take, to get to my destination. But since the walkway was right there, I just did it that way, just because.